Alright, so we've got Gunshin and Superouman, and they are very close together, but I can't say anything about that. They both have some. Gunshin has some really nice expansions away, and Superouman has some very nice expansions towards, so it's going to be an interesting battle. And orange is super, and Gunshin is pink. Gunshin starting off with a more standard build. Actually, it looks like he's going to go air and vehicle. Already got those set up. And Super also has, he's going, however, going to opt for bot and air instead of air and vehicle. So Gunshin already getting to work on an air factory. He's going to be scouting ASAP, which is actually a smart thing to do. It'll really help him out there. And so, moving back through here, Gunshin is working on just getting some energy out, and bombers out as well. Looks like he's going scout with bombers. Take out all those little bots that try to expand, which is actually a pretty smart thing for him to do. Working on power, getting that vehicle factory up. Gunshin is actually working at less than 100%. Now 100%. Bomber is up, and it is going to go around away towards his expansion, and nothing in his expansion. Hopefully he'll realize that and just come around a full circle, because if so, he can probably take out that one engineer, which will give him a nice advantage. Just sort of scouting around at the moment, and actually he'll send the bomber over here next, most likely. Fighter going out, and it is scouting around a lot quicker than the bomber. Both are going to come down here and then probably head up over here, but those doxes are definitely a danger for him. Vehicle factory finally complete, and vehicle fabbers are getting worked on. So far neither group have seen each other, but Gunshin will now see him now. And the bomber is taken out, but Gunshin now knows where Super is. And there goes a scout, and it is going to fly over his base here. Bomber comes in and damages that dox, doesn't take it out. And it is being microed around. Just trying to get in there and bomb. My word! The micro that is going on is incredible. And Gunshin has decided to opt to instead attack those builders instead. Kill the expansion instead of trying to destroy that one lone dox. It is not worth it for him. He destroys the expansion. Bomber coming out here for Super, and Fighter will come in, take out that bomber. Bomber coming around, being microed. Fighters come in, take it out before it can do any more damage. And some expansions being set up in the back here for Gunshin. Troops are having some hard problems trying to get where they need to go, because that very tight spot that's going. Bombers being set up, fighters. More fighters coming out. Looks like it's going to be a game of air superiority here for the two of them. Another bomber coming out. Bomber coming in, and it actually is headed way around the base. Fighter makes it barely, and it will be able to take out those two engineers. And they're just trying to micro away. Fighter comes out, and it's taken out. Oh, that is not good. Gunshin trying to work on getting an anti-air missile defense tower up. Just trying to get out. And he is pretty much playing tag. And that bomber takes him out. And that is not good for Gunshin. Gunshin has a lone Dox just working on attacking. Bomber comes in and takes it out here. Group of 3 coming out as well. And that AA is going to go up. Both are building pretty well. Super has definitely expanded more than Gunshin at this moment. Gunshin working on getting and building more units. Lots of air factories coming together for Gunshin. My word, he really wants to control the air, which is something he really likes to do. Bomber coming in and does some damage. Fighter comes in as well, gets taken out there. And those Dox are still on the move, and they may get too close to the comm. But comm takes out one, Bomber tries to take out another. More expansion in metal for Gunshin. Gunshin also needs power. Lots of power, actually. All those builders are taken out. Comm's trying to figure out what he needs to do. Trying to move to the front, but not sure what's going on. It's just waddling there. And the comm is now working on just expanding, getting stronger. Bomber comes in, does a bit of damage. It's going to come back around, aiming for that skitterer. Takes it out. Oh, and that was a close call there. Fire comes in, takes out that air fabricator. Bomber's coming in as well, doing some damage. Comm going to go ahead and start working on building some more. Actually, no, the comm's just moving forward. Comm is moving into the fray. Not sure what he's planning on doing with it. Lots of power storage coming together. More power being worked on for him. Dox coming forwards as well. Going to see about holding the expansions. Lots of fighters coming forwards. That anti-air is definitely causing a bit of a problem. Gunshin's economy is starved at the moment. Comm's starting to work on a single laser defense tower, going to shore up his control of this area. And it is built just in time to start shooting at some of the tanks coming towards him. Comm moves forwards as well, start doing some damage to those incoming vehicles. Takes out more of them, and the comm is in control at this moment. Really doing well, holding the area down. And those pelters can actually cause a big problem later on here. Gunshin sending troops around all the way through the back of the base. He's definitely going to take his time with that. And it looks like he has no idea about any of the troops coming out right around here, which is not a good thing for Gunshin. May make a loss for him if he continues to not see it coming. And there goes a pelter round. Gunshin is definitely within range of it. Troops coming around, and they look like they're headed over here. Try to take out those units. Large group of bombers coming around, and they are going for these expansions here. Very nicely done by Gunshin. More pelters being worked on as a wall is tried to be built also. Actually, it looks like Gunshin hasn't seen any of these troops coming around the backside of his base. He is going to have to watch out for that really badly here, because they are going to make it all the way around his base. And here they go. They are coming straight for the base. And that bomber is coming around, and it's going to try to take out some of those units. And those engineers are getting hit and wiped out. And they're start going his power. Bombers need to be used against it. All of the troops coming forwards. Bombers coming in, doing damage. Coming around again. Doing some more damage. but not without losing quite a bit. Gunshin is going to have to watch this side of his base from all those troops coming around. Gunshin's troops, however, are destroying the outer areas, just going through and destroying all those expansions, really doing a lot of damage to Super's economy, at least towards metal. Gunshin's comm moving forward slowly. Bombers coming in. Looks like they're going to work on taking out all of the rest. And actually, if he could get those bombers right in there killing those pelters, it would be a great advantage to him. Really help him out. Gunshin sending a lot of troops around the back side of the base. Bombers and fabbers coming in. And there you go. This skirmish has been taken over. Gunshin working on getting some levelers out actually at this moment. And they will help him control this battlefield. Bombers working hard, coming around the side, taking on the fighters. Advanced air coming together here. May not be enough, however. Gunshin working on controlling this area. Almost all of Super's expansions have been wiped out, except for these areas right here. And that is not good for him. Levelers are standing close. And some shellers as well. If some radar could be set up, then it would give Gunshin a great advantage. He'd be able to see all of these, and those shellers definitely have the range to take on most, if not this entire line, and give him a great advantage. And Super is stretching his economy thin, trying to get things working. He has very little economy left, and that's really going to hurt him. His economy slowly coming back. Units coming around the backside of his base. Gunshin is hitting him in the back. Units coming forwards, doing some damage. And actually, if he could get some bombers over there, he'd do great, because there is no air protection there. Docks are stopped for the moment. Not much going on with them. Those poachers are trying to take out those docks and just barely missed them. More docks coming in as well. Those bombers are going to be need to be mobilized, however. And they are going straight for that anti-air, and all those bombers come in, and they are doing a great job just wiping out the incoming enemy. All those poachers are just working on trying to take out that leveler. Lone leveler is surviving the attacks, though. Don't know how. Able to take out some of the wall. Still trying to fire. Gunshin just taking a look at what's there. Pulling his units together. Laser tower coming up here. And it should be done before that pelter is. Gunshin's starting to stretch his economy a bit. Working really hard and getting things going. Kestrel's coming out for the enemy. It's like coming back around here. Large group of fighters and bombers. Troops are incoming, and they're going to attack this expansion. Very hard. Gunshin working on getting some more power out. His advanced units are attacking and doing some pretty good damage here. Really damaging this forward line quite a bit. Bombers coming in. Just trying to make it through. and they're mostly taken out. Gunshin slowly making a laser defense tower line, able to take out that main expansion. And now he's pushing forwards on building advanced air factory, which he's definitely going to need. All of his units getting together, really quickly building it. And he's still at 100% of his economic strength. The entire defensive line built here has been destroyed. At this rate, things are not looking good for Super. Huge push, all of the fighters that he can muster sent forwards. Not much that he can do. He needs to build some anti-air, but he has nothing for the most part except that lone one right there, and it's working its butt off trying to save the day. Super is starting to catch up in metal and energy, really working on it. Lots of stingers coming forwards for all those advanced, and they are doing a lot of damage to those peregrines. And it looks like Super has opted to go ahead and surrender. And so his comm should be killed here in a moment. And he did not have very much control of the world, and Gunshin is pushing through his forward line. There is not much he's going to be able to do. Oh, it looks like that he's going to continue trying to fight Gunshin off for the moment. Gunshin pushing everything forwards. Catapult trying to be put up. Advanced bombers as well going up. Well, a large number of fighters coming in, doing a lot of damage. Fighters and bombers trying to take out all of the incoming units. Levelers coming in as well. And lots of peregrines coming out. Units pushing forwards, levelers, everything. They're pushing forwards into this factory line, ripping it to shreds as they can. And that's an interesting thing to see. That sheller is killing off the units being built there. And it looks like that he has completely given up, and we should see his comm self-destruct now. There is not much he can do to stave off this. Gunshin controls at least half the world and has already broken through his front lines. Gunshin almost lost, but did not. And Gunshin wins this round 3.